All right, what's up, guys? Good evening. I wanted to get this out as soon as I could. So, as we're going through the projects, a lot of the things that are coming up are about clarity of outcomes, clarity of schedule, clarity of deliverables, stuff like that. And I know I've been kind of pushing folks on that. And the reason is, right, we talk about SMART goals, specific, measurable, stuff like that, on multiple choice tests. But really, like in real life, clarity gives us the ability to assess performance, to manage performance, and to at the end say, did we actually accomplish what we set out to accomplish? So I'm going to drop this up on Canvas. This is a tool that I would like you to use. It's a tool that tells a story. It's very simple, just performance to plan metric. So here are the assumptions. Goals are measurable. Some goals aren't, but most of them we can put some kind of a yardstick on them. You do need a method of tracking progress. See how you're doing. You need a constant review to know when to intervene. You need to be able to see if a project is going off its rails and it's not going to go. You have to pivot and reassess. And you also need a method of defining success. So at the end, you can say, yeah, we did it, or no, we didn't. It's crystal clear. So total side note, I got to give a shout out to my boy, Dave Loney. I ripped his name off of Facebook. He's probably down in Arizona or something right now. This guy beat this metric into my head. He was like, if you're doing any project, you have to have a metric to tell the story. When I ask you on a project, I work for him. When I ask you on a project, how's it going? Don't tell me fine. Show me. Like, show me the data. Show me where we are. But this guy, I learned so much about management from him. He could manage anything, whether he knew about it or not, with a couple of tools. So you need 4 pieces of data to be able to build this, and you don't have to go search for this data. You'll know it all. You need your endpoint, so like quantity to decrease or to increase, whatever it is. You need your endpoint. We want to raise $50,000. We want to raise $5. We want to adopt 3 dogs. I mean, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, however you're defining success in a measurable way. You need your starting point, where you are today, your end date, and your start date. That's all you need, and you can build a tool. So here's an example. There's a group out there. They want, I think it's like $22.50 for rent for Pause in Linwood, if I'm remembering things correctly. And if I did my math right, I did it on top of my head. Hopefully it's $6,750. And let's say they want to be done by May 25th. Well, how much do you have today? Well, 0, but Grandma's going to give us $125 tomorrow. Okay, you have all of the data. You know today, you know the last day, you know what you're starting with, and you know what you want to end with. So you build a metric that looks something like this. So you'll see across the bottom, this is where we are right now. That first little blue line jump there, which is funds actual, that's the $125 Grandma's going to throw in. And this orange line is that's your plan. The blue line is your performance, hence the name performance to plan. So if we raise $204 a day, or not $198 a day, over the next 34 days, we will have reached our goal on May 25th. You're probably not going to jump out of the gate swinging, and maybe some benefactor comes in and drops $3,000 and it changes all your numbers, and that's fine. But this is what you show to me, to your peers, to each other, most importantly, to the mirror each day when you come in. You go, are we ahead? Are we behind? If we're ahead, do we need to change our goal? If we're behind, do we still think we can make it? If we're behind and we stay behind and we're going in the wrong direction, then maybe we need to reassess what's a realistic goal. It's a performance to plan metric. So all you do when you get this, just click on the chart, right click, edit data, and it's really, really simple. Right? You've got the date down the A column, your actual, so what you'll be inputting a couple times a week in the B column, and the plan in the C column. And the plan is really simple. Again, the plan is just the total gain or loss, you can go both ways, divided by the number of days you have remaining. Super simple. You can do it on anything. There's a group working with Genesis, human trafficking. They talked about they want to get clothing and toiletries and money and all this stuff. It's like, great, a metric for every one of your deliverables, every one of your outcomes. Put a metric on there and just fill it in so that I can see it and so that you can see it. So in this case, we're starting today, and somebody throws 10 t-shirts in a bin tomorrow, or whatever clothing you're going for. That's great. The orange line there is, again, really simple. It's 100 pieces of clothing divided by the number of days that you have left. So when we look at this, we can go, oh, sweet, look at that. They're on track. They're actually above plan. Or we look at this and go, okay, day one, not so good. They're behind plan. What are you going to do different? Performance to plan metric. You can do it for anything. This is weight loss, right? Or you can go the other way. You can go in a negative direction. Again, weight loss. It doesn't matter what it is. This is a daily accountability. This is how you manage the process. You manage, like, are we on our way towards success, or are we way ahead? Are we way behind? And then you can, of course, pivot accordingly. So I'll post this out on Canvas. Feel free to use it, abuse it, make it prettier, however you want to do it. But a metric like this tells the story of something that's measurable, and are you on track? Let's use these, all the presentations from now on. And if you don't like it, shout out to my boy Dave Loney. It's all his fault, but it's a great tool that tells a good story. So let's do that.